Hey there. Happy new moon in Aries. It happened today, and that at the very, very end of Aries, almost the end, the 27.59, something like that. It's almost at the end, and it's a nice way to close out the final decan of Aries, which is an energy of I was really feeling it as an energy of kind of solidifying the the dream, the goal. Um, yeah, not yeah. That's I like it that way. Okay, and that this is the card for the last decan of Aries, and I was describing it last night in the decan video on Aries, as I really felt that the fours in the tarot deck are really speak to me a lot about fully defining the idea. And then, of course, the next step would be to start to put energy toward bringing it into a physical reality. The sign after Aries is Taurus, and that is it's an earth sign. It's a builder sign. Perfect energy for getting things in motion. I've shown these a few times, and I pulled these, I think, at the full moon. Yeah, I did the most recent full moon, and it was all about really defining, getting perspective, not rushing, um, and yes, taking that pause toward the eventual um, swinging in swinging through, bringing it, bringing the idea, whatever, through into the new. Um, yes, and I think when you see with the World card, which is what this card is, there is a certain amount of letting go, and then of course deciding what remains as well. Um, and the I pulled this card, which is also the Four of Wands, but in a different deck. And I love using this deck for moon related energy because there's just such movement, and the moon moves pretty rapidly through the zodiac. And you see, now these are very different in appearance, but this the figures on this card are rejoicing, and 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 they're looking to the sky, um, as if they're still, as if they are joining with the universe to solidify their dream. You see this building, this beautiful beautiful space in the background. It's not in form yet, but the idea is fully hmm, energized. Yes. And so that's what this period feels, um, and this new moon, that's the energy that it feels, to me. And I was thinking, well, meditating isn't quite the word, but was reflecting on the energy of this new moon, and it feels so energizing yet gentle. Um, and and there's I also had that feeling of truly treasuring what what we are planting, during this time. Um, it is an Aries season, so of course the idea of a flame came to mind. Um, but it's like nurture, like cupping your hands around just a newly lit like candle, and protecting it from outside influence from breeze or whatever that might blow it out, allowing it to have the time and the space to fully ignite. Okay. So I am not going to go more into the moon specifically, but I thought I would just do we'll pick a card. Okay. So let's see. I am going to use this felt like the right deck to use. I'm going to use this animal spirit deck. Let me pause this and try to adjust the lighting. Hold on. Okay, hopefully that will be better. Yeah, so I started making this video and it was lighter, but now the sun's going down. Okay, so I have 3 piles. I have not looked at them. Number 1. Let's see. Number 1. Maybe I'll put them up here. One, 2, and 3. And let me just move this all over. I shouldn't have put it back. Okay. Okay. All right. An extra card fell out when I was shuffling. Each of these piles have 2 cards, but I have an extra one, and I thought, well, this must be for everyone. Hummingbird spirit, be here now. And hummingbirds are just so amazing. I mean, the way they're just like a glimmer until they're very difficult to see until they spy something that they really want, like a beautiful, beautiful flower, and then they stop. And you could actually find yourself face to face with the most adorable face you ever want to see. Yes, they fly so quickly, and yet they can, on a dime, just stop. They're just truly amazing and magical. Absolutely beautiful. And that does feel a lot like the energy of the new, the wondrous. And okay, so let's see. I am going to actually do a little charm for each pile. That way maybe you can have a better, more rounded message. So for pile number 1, I have a copper flower. For pile number 2, I have a cameo. And for pile number 3, I have a bell. Okay. All right. Here we go. I'm going to hold them up. Pile number 1, the copper flower. Oops. Pile number 2 with the blue cameo. And number 3 with the bell. All right. I will pause the video. I'll come back with pile number 1, and you can look in the first comment for the timestamps, okay? Okay, pile number 1, you have a copper flower. I actually made this flower, and I'm going to tell you, it was so wow, it was amazing watching it, a copper sheet come to life. It's just this technique of forming metal, and I was just mesmerized by it. Yeah. Okay, and your cards are the Parrot Spirit, Watch Your Words, and Snake Spirit, Time to Heal. Well, I think for you, during this new moon period, what you're planting, what you're seeking to grow, I think perhaps you are being called to um, do a final shedding of what no longer serves in order to heal, and so allowing it to become something different. Just like this flower, started off as just a little piece of copper, and with attention and adjusting of its of of the tension in the metal, it was able to become this beautiful little shape. And your parrot spirit, watch your words. You know what? Because you have the snake, I'm getting the feeling of watch what you're saying to yourself. Don't and maybe there's a caution to not well, to remember to be your own best cheerleader, and to remember to tone down that energy of perhaps being your harshest critic. There's a balance that is best. Okay, I will leave that there for you. Have a wonderful new moon period. You should be feeling this energy for a little bit, and something to take you through. Okay. Bye. Okay, if you chose the second pile, and that was with the blue cameo. They're so pretty, these cameos, and I love this color blue. It's so very soothing. It's interesting. At once, it's like a snapshot, but because it because of the nature of the cameo, it's starting to come to life, just like the energy of bringing the idea into being. Perfect energy for a new moon. Okay, your cards are Swan Spirit, Time for a Deep Dive, and also Owl Spirit, You See Clearly Now. I feel with the Swan Spirit. I'm really getting the energy of truly acknowledging your your own perfection, your own beauty, your own worth, and worthiness. Yeah, I mean, there are many situations that could apply, but she's sitting in this little nest of flowers, and don't know what the flowers are. At first I thought they were dogwood flowers, but too many petals. In any case, and in conjunction with the owl spirit, you see clearly now. Perhaps you're coming into a place of allowing yourself to fully honor your yourself in your worthiness, as I said before, and takes as beautiful as this is, there is a certain rawness to it. I just feel certain, not a bad rawness, just like a certain, like a feeling of having come through. And it's lovely that is with the cameo, because this this figure is emerging gradually, into the next. Okay, I will leave it there. I hope that spoke to you in some way. Take care. Bye. All right. If you pick the third pile with the bell, then this is your card read. First, I will tell you about the bell. The bell is one of 4 I found a few months ago. I didn't find them all at once. I found them actually during a Mercury retrograde period, and every time I went, like, it felt like almost every time I went past a certain spot, I'd look down and there was a bell. Now, it does have a green paper clip, and because there were 4, I decided, well, they're going to be the 4 aces. And the first one I found, I don't know, I think I decided that was air, so I put a blue paper clip, and I don't recall which one this was. I think this might have been the second one. I'm not sure. Anyway, I decided that this bell represented pentacles, or earth. So we are entering very, very soon Taurus, which is an earth sign. This also happened, I found this during a Mercury retrograde period, so maybe something that was happening during that period might mean something to you. I'm just mentioning anything that might ring a bell. Okay. All right, let's see what your cards are. You have Turtle Spirit, slow and steady, wins the race. That's a sea turtle too. And Brown Bear Spirit, take time out. Very interesting. And I think I showed this earlier, this card for the last decan of Aries, which is where we are now, with this new moon occurred. I think there is a message here to not be in a rush. You know where you're going, you know where you want to go, or what you want to do, what you want to grow. That just pacing is the best way forward. No need to try to swim forward too quickly. I mentioned Mercury retrograde, and maybe that's for a reason, because Mercury retrograde, things can backslide. You push forward, but then it's kind of needs to be redone. And so maybe there is a message here to just take things slowly, methodically. I got such methodical energy about this bear, and I think that slow and steady wins the race. I think there is smooth sailing. But it can be a leisurely swim. All right, I'll leave it there for you. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.